Spirit, guides, gods, goddesses, angels, demons, spirits of below, below, and in between. What messages do we need to hear on this night into the coming future? Amen. This is a lot. This is quite a bit. This is actually a lot just fell out. Okay. But we'll make do with it. Okay. Already I can see a continuation on the last read. In my lap, the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups energy in your lap. That's you. The very first card to pop out, however, though, off into the distance was the Queen of Wands. Okay. There's movement to this. The Queen of Wands. You do need to make sure that you are, that you are staying, hold on, that you are staying within your power, that you are really in that powerful, composed, yet moving forward, creative energy of growth, of abundance. Being sure that you don't stall this. Being sure that you're really in that energy and that it's not within that. That again, it's not being stalled here. Again, remember that we had the Ten of Cups in my lap. All the other cards in quite a, look at this. This is a lot. And usually be like, but, you know, it's in the middle of the prayer, so I'm like, okay, we'll just deal with this. We'll just deal with this. This is a lot. This is all underlying. This is all down, face down. So this is all like hidden underlying energy. Oh, God. Okay. No, there's a lot of reverses here. There's a lot of reversals. We got the Eight of Wands. We got movement here. We got a lot of movement, a lot of chaotic movement here. We got a storm going, brewing. Look at that. So there's movement. But we have all these other ones are face down. See what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the Hierophant, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, I really feel like these fell down, but I feel like I'm just gonna read them how I feel them, okay? Because I feel like some of these, okay, the Hierophant here. There's a need for you to center through the storm. To find that center. Okay? And for you to teach others. Okay? There's something about you guiding others through the storm, through all the chaos, through the movements in their life that they might find tumultuous. They might find hard to go through. You're helping them move forward, but you're helping yourself as well. You're really tapping into this energy. Okay? The Nine of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. We also have the Nine of Pentacles next card, so, you know. The Nine of Pentacles, you're moving forward. Stable movement forward. Again, there's a warning here to keep that momentum going. Do not stagnate. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you're very independent. You're very comfortable in the wealth, that you have. Okay. The wealth that you have, you're very comfortable in that. You're very, the leisure that you're able to have because of the wealth that you have. Oh, that was a card I didn't see at all. At all. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. There's a lot of pentacles here. The King of Wands, you're branching out. You're going out. You're mapping your course. Again, with showing others, being an inspiration for others, showing them how it's done. Some kind of strategic movement here that you're teaching to others. So there's definitely some teacher vibes here as well. But also moving out and into beyond yourself, right? You have a lot that you're carrying. You've carried a lot, physically and not physically, right? There's a lot of other things you've carried that aren't physical, but you also may be having a physical load that you're dealing with, whether that be our work or something that you just take care of that's pretty burdensome. And not to say that you don't enjoy doing it, but that it can be a strain on your physical body as well. But even besides that, there's also this burden. It might be for other people. You might be carrying burdens for other people. I doubt all those are her brooms, right? I think she's carrying all these brooms for other people. And so there's this, you know what? I feel like the way they fell, I feel like this, okay, anyways, I feel like this is saying you need to release this. You need to let this go. Okay, you need to find out whatever way makes your life easier, or you have to do less. Not to say that your endeavors that you really are passionate about, keep those. But when it comes to other people who don't respect your time or your physical labor, they're taking advantage of you. If that's the case, you need to find a way to be like, no. Somehow you need to do that for yourself, because it's kind of well, it's not kind of, it's burdensome for you. It's not helping. Again, some of this can be, but you're really trudging, and you're on this rocky terrain. Look at that. Like, come on now. The cat's like, and the cat's on her too. Oh, poor girl. Oh my God. So this is a lot of underlying energies here. It feels wealthy. It feels stable. You got stability here. You're magnetic. You're a personality. Okay, you have a personality. Whether you can see that or not, I feel like if you can't, maybe there's something that you're hiding. Maybe there's something that's being diminished for all the things you're doing for other people. Possibly, okay? There is a very stable, very fruitful, comfortable home life. And you are here to guide others. You are here, at least part of your journey here is to be a way shower. There's something about showing someone something. She's holding her wand, he's holding a stick. And then here we have the teacher and the students here. But you have command over this chaos. Again, it can feel like a lot here. It can feel like a lot. You do a lot. You have a lot of things that you do. There's a lot of movement in your life. There's a lot of stuff that you do. And then there's the leisure and the comfort and the reaping and the harvesting of what you've done, which is very fruitful for you and for others. Okay? You're a comfort for others. You have a very comfortable home life, and if you don't, you will. Or you need to cultivate this. You may even, if you don't have a comfortable home life, you'll be finding ways to try to cultivate this. But I feel like in this reading you do. But there could be some people who actually are looking and striving for this. But for some of these cards, they feel comfortable. This fell in my lap, the Ten of Cups, and then you have these two cards. You may feel fearful that you will not be able to maintain your level of wealth. I do feel that. You're like, if I branch out and I take on this mentorship role, if I take on this role of teaching and guiding and I drop other physical constraints that I know is going to get me the money or the support that I need, even though it's killing me. Look at this poor girl. That's how I get my stability. Am I not going to be able to get my stability? Am I not going to be able to go for it? I mean, will it not be stable if I go for it? And it's chaotic. And again, this card had movement to it. You need to be more confident in yourself, in your powers, of the power that you really do have, because you are a very powerful person. Yeah. You're powerful. Again, it's understandable. It's understandable to have those kind of feelings. Like, yeah, but, you know, it's all fun and wonderful to be like, oh yeah, I could do this, I could do that, but is it going to keep me stable? That's understandable. Denial. Rigid. Okay. Denial. Okay, I'm seeing the grapes here. And what does she put? She's plucking the grapes here. Denial. Yeah, you don't want to be denied your fruits. There's something about you feeling like you could possibly, because remember this fell in reverse, like it fell downward. So there is, this is there. I do feel like you're stable, but I feel like there's some kind of fear around this, being denied this, not being able to reach fulfillment in what you want to do and what your calling is, or what you feel called to do. Rigid. Being rigid. You have a wallop for good measure, which makes sense. But there is a need, not to say your boundaries are good, keep your boundaries, but there is a need to be more flexible a little bit. In some ways, not always. The High Priestess of Earth. There are a lot of concerns. This is a High Priestess of Earth. You have this connection to manifestation. You have this connection to abundance and wealth that comes naturally to you, but there is a fear. There's something that's causing this. You feel like you're not okay. Okay. Messages. You're gaining messages from beyond. Again, this is the guide here. This is the watcher. This is the guide, the protector that keeps watch of your fortress, of your protection. And there's messages, right? I feel like right now these two are linked. There's messages that you're being sent from this guardian guard, this guardian that's keeping guard. Strength. That popped out in the last reading. You are very strong. It also popped out on top of the Ten of Wands. So, yeah, you are strong. You've done Ten of Wands and the King of Wands. So you are physically strong as well. You're physically, and you're strong in your devotion and your creative drive. Your will is also very strong. You have the High Priestess of Spirit falling on the High Priestess of Air. Trust Spirit. Trust Spirit messages. You need to have faith in spirit, you need to have faith in yourself, but you need to start really connecting more with spirit. And I know I say that a lot because it always comes out, because that's what we do here. If you think I'm going to be like, oh, let's ask spirit some what we need to know, and it's not going to be like, you need to connect with spirit, well, of course that's going to come out, right? You have this ability. You have this beautiful ability to manifest. To bring what's spiritual into the physical. You have this. With doubt blocks this. And I want to do a video on this. This is a side note. This is just what I'm thinking of when I pick this up. It's easy to manifest the things that you want that you're not concerned about. You want them, but you're not concerned about them. You can want them and then let it go. Oh, I would really like to have this, and then let it go. And then maybe think about it again. Oh, it'd be nice to have that, and then you let it go because it's not a concern. But when you're like, oh, I really want this job where it's great and I have like freedom, but is it going to pay the bills? Right? Like that sort of thing. Like you want it, but then there's this doubt, like, will it work? There's a lot of concern because it's really, you're attached to it. You're attached to the outcome. It blocks it. It blocks it. And easier said than done. I mean, I know, but I've been able to manifest crazy things that I was thinking about, that I've always wanted, and I'm like, oh God. But I wasn't so attached to it. I wasn't like, oh, I wasn't worried about it. But the things that you really want to manifest, but you're worried about it, or you want it really bad, and you're like, oh, it might not happen. That sort of thing. That gets blocked. I know you've heard this before, but it's true. I'll do a video on that because that is important. Got some examples. Oh, reminder. I have a reminder that just fell in my lap. You need to remember something. What's this card? Fell face down. The High Priestess of Water. You got 3 High Priestesses out there. You have the High Priestess of Earth, High Priestess of Spirit, and High Priestess of Water. Emotions, intuition, dreams, visions. Very connected. You're a very connected person. And that's the hidden stuff. That's the subconscious stuff. The dream stuff. The hidden. Ooh. But yeah, it's there. You can really, if you try, you can really tap into, even if you don't, sometimes you don't even have to try, it just depends. But if you really set your mind, you could really tap into like the hidden, which we do here, but like really intensely. Like you got it. Like you're gifted, okay? We're gifted here. This is the gifted. If you're here and you're like resonating and you're gifted, okay? Lust. Fucking lust came out. Oh my God, why? And wouldn't you know, it didn't come out after it. But what do I always say about this card in this deck? It always gets pulled along with denial. Okay, just saying. It wasn't next to it. It wasn't like following it. But I'm just saying, like, those cards always like to come out together. But anyways, lust. Alright, okay, so what I'm getting with this is I'm getting passion towards what you want to move towards. And again, we got lust and we got the Queen of Wands. I mean, lust. Okay. I'm getting the strong passion towards what you desire. This could be, in this reading, is not really another person. I mean, it could be, but it's not here. It's, what it is here is it's that thing that you want to do. It's that lust for that thing that you want, that desire that you have for that thing that you want to do. that you want to manifest, that you want to work towards, that you want to bring into your life, that brings you this fulfillment, this independence. You want independence. Okay? All right, let's just acknowledge you deserve independence. You've been carrying other people's weight and putting up with amounts of like just disrespect and like people relying on you and not really giving you what you deserve. Okay? Over reliance on you, your labor, your time, with no respect. You deserve your independence. You deserve something that makes you happy, that lets you reach others. Because there is a goal here. There's something you're moving towards that you've been slowly moving towards. Through like years and years and years. You've slowly been moving towards it. This stability, this thing that you want, this independence that you want. So that you can teach others. You have a divine mission to teach others. To influence others. To help others heal. And you're strategic. You have a lot to say. And remember, this 10 of Cups was in your lap. This is yours. It should be yours. You have a lot of High Priestess energy here. But it's that drive towards what you deserve. That friggin' freedom and independence. Did we get individuality in this one, or was that in the another reading? Oh, it was probably the last reading. Anyways, we got listening. Discerning. Knowing what's right. Listening between the lines. Again, there's a message here that you need to listen to. Where is it? You need to be able to, whoa, wow. You need to be able to discern what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's not, what's legit and what's not. To really be in tune with that. That'll help you. Chaos. What? What? It's a twister. Look. What? Okay, hold on. It's a twister. It's a twister. Chaos. It felt like that, but... Okay, so there's a lot of movement here. You are trying to release the chaos in your life, but regardless, there's a lot of movement. It could feel like there's a lot of change going on. A lot of change around you. A lot of movement around you. Could be unsettling, but I feel like this chaos, you're learning to tame the chaos. Because here we had it in reverse, so maybe, you know, it's being quelled. And here we have her trying to command, like, there's all these wands, but she's holding one. And she's commanding the storm. Maybe you're learning to command the chaos in your head. Command the chaos that's around you. And this will also help you really get in touch with who you're meant to be and what you're meant to do. Don't forget. There's something that you can't forget. It's probably yourself. Don't sell yourself short. You're important. You're important, okay? Don't forget it. Ooh, okay. Ah, yes. Okay. You're coming out of the cave. You're being reborn. Okay? This pearl of wisdom, this transition from the inner world that you're connected to the outer manifestations, this rebirth. There's a rebirth happening here, and a new world that's stepping out of this a phase and into a new one. Riddle of the Sphinx. Again, with the messages here that I'm getting, with the message and ooh, where is it? Where did it go? Listening. Riddle of the Sphinx here. So there's some questions. There's some knowledge. There's also hidden knowledge. There's something that you need to tap into, this discerning wit that you have. You'll be able to discern and really read what's going on. That has something to do with this reading. You being able to read between the lines. You being able to assess knowledge and being able to pass the test and get the message. Something like that. Interesting. Embracing the wild. Don't be afraid to get in touch with your wild side. Don't let it overtake you. Don't become a don't be totally uninhibited to where you can negatively affect your life. I know I don't need to tell you that because you're smart, but a little bit of dancing with your wild side ain't gonna hurt nothing, right? Especially if you're alone and you're not hurting anyone and you're just said, there's something here about even getting into nature. I'm getting if you've ever looked at some of the shape-shifting magic books out there, really getting in touch with the primal side. There's a lot of like werewolf stuff out there. Again, of course, this is astral and magic, dream, astral shifting into a form. Oh, an animal form. Okay? Psychological, spiritual, shape-shifting. Okay, we're not talking about, obviously if you're here you know, okay? There's something about that here too. Tapping into that primal wild side in a healthy way. There's something about that that's going to help you, again with this lust. Wild, lusty. Don't do anything crazy, but Queen of Wands, like, there's something there, just, rawr. You know, maybe that'll help you psychologically and spiritually kind of connect with those energies to help you propel you forward somehow. The Coven's door, face down, hidden. There's something that's hard for you. It could be hard for you to connect with others. You may have undergone a lot of betrayal, or you just have a distrust of people. Could be hard. Not saying it is. That's one element here. But you do need to connect with others on some level. This will open up boundaries. You need to be communicative with others, even if it's just communications, possibly online. There's some kind of yeah, knocking at the door, opening the door to of a community. This also could be the community that you're helping guide and teach. Again, with this teacher stuff, also with the teacher vibes with this riddle of the Sphinx, the university in the background. That's a very large, very large university. But anyways, gateway to illumination. Your successes. You need to own your successes. You need to acknowledge your successes. Make a list of all the successes that the things that you've done, and acknowledge them, because you are successful. Reach for the sun. the sun and the light. This path is illuminated for you. It leads to great things in the distance. But it's illuminated by the sun, the sunflowers, and your vibrant personality as you dance your way on the path to success. Yeah. Queen of Wands. Energy. There will be those who look at you from afar or from a distance on your success, but don't worry about them. Worry about you viewing yourself and your success. You need to view yourself and what you've accomplished, and really embrace the light and the sun that's upon you during these times of success. You're only going to reach further heights of success as you move forward. But moving forward is key, of course, right? Anything else? Dance of Majesty. Ganesh is here twice. He's on the upper balcony here. You're being blessed by Ganesh. And with that is the boundaries, is the for you, something is being opened. A gateway will be opened. A way forward will be illuminated. You'll be guided. You'll be something of, yeah, and also dance and movement. I'm getting movement, dance, exercise, dance, movement forward. Again, just movement in general. There's some movement here. There's movement happening. Again, this is movement happening in your life, right? Allowing for these once boundaries that you couldn't, these obstacles that you couldn't move forward. Now you can move beyond them. So there's something about these perceived boundaries here lifting when there's movement forward. So you must keep true to what you want. You must move forward. You must not stagnate. You have to move forward constantly towards these goals and visions, or you're just going to get stuck having to do the same old thing you've been doing, breaking your back for others who don't care about you, okay? Even though you feel it's stable, there are other ways to experience stability. And there are other ways to maneuver and be flexible around this. Remember this rigid thing. You need to be more flexible. And you'll be told, you'll be guided. You'll have guidance on how to be more flexible and be more allowing of energies to come into your life. And I know that's hard because you've had to deal with some really challenging energies, and you've had to deal with deceit and betrayal and haters and all sorts of things that you've had thrown at you. But you have such wonderful gifts, and you will be backed by the universe. And again, there's a fear of this denial because it feels like you've been denied your whole life, possibly. You feel like, oh, it's not going to happen. But by doing that, by feeling like it's not going to happen, you're not moving forward. Or you're taking a longer route than you need to. You're ready to be rebirthed outside. You're ready to move from within to the outside, this new beginning. And it's very promising. There's a sort of aggressive, powerful, lusty desire energy not saying you're going to be lusty, but I'm just saying like that drive, that aggressive kind of raw energy that you need to harness in order to really move you forward in some ways. You need to really feel yourself. You need to acknowledge how far you've come. You're a very successful person, and you're going to be successful. You have a divine mission, and it's time you act like it.